Wayne and I didn't know each other until we started rehearsing for MASH. And I think the night of the first rehearsal, we went out to dinner together, and we both knew that we had to have a relationship on camera that looked real. And so we started with that dinner. And at that dinner, we said to each other, let's commit ourselves to this as fully as we possibly can. Let's give this everything we have. As if it was the greatest play we've been asked to do. Play a Shakespeare play, whatever. This is going to be the... And that promise we made to each other drew us together, and we became closer than I've ever been to anybody else I've ever acted with. We would work on a scene. I remember one day we had finished shooting for the day, and we started rehearsing a scene to see if we could get it really good. It was a scene we had just shot. We'd never shoot it again. But we kept working on it until we thought, that's how we should have done it. Wayne didn't like to drive, so I would pick him up, or he would just come over to our house, and I'd drive as we went about 45 minutes out to the location in the mountains where we shot MASH. And we were very close, and I would tell him my dreams, and he would interpret them for me. And there was one dream I had where I was acting a scene in the show, and the director said, I think it would be easier for the camera, we'd get a better shot if you'd say this, if you climb halfway up this armoire. No, it's a dream, it's crazy, but directors make you do things like this. Because, you know, sometimes, as Wayne told me this story, in the movies there's a wide shot, a medium shot, and a close-up. So you got to see what's happening in all those shots. So sometimes in this story, somebody says with a gun, all right, stick him up, and the gun is down here by his waist because it's the wide shot. Then there's the medium shot, and he says, okay, stick him up. In the close-up, he says, okay. So the director in the dream says, go halfway up the armoire. Then it makes it worse. He says, get on top of the armoire. Say your lines from up there. And Wayne thinks about this for a couple of miles as we drive, and he says, this is a very important dream. This director is telling you to do things that aren't true just so they look good on the camera. Never do an armoire. And for the rest of the show, when the director would ask us to do something that wasn't quite true or believable, we'd look at each other and we'd say, armoire, don't do an armoire. Wayne was sweet and thoughtful and smart. We used to talk about science all the time, astrophysics. The difference between us was that he could read an article about it and understand it immediately. And I'd have to ask 4 astrophysicists to explain it to me. Or I could have asked Wayne. But the thing I love about him, I think the most, is in life, in business, in love, he never did an armoire. And he's going to live on in his love for Amy and in my brain too. Thank you.